All right, we are live. It's the 219th episode of the Mina SayWhat podcast. I'm Mina SayWhat.
I'm Shana B.
Dexter Stuckey.
And Garnett's doing realtor things, so he's going to be joining us shortly. But y'all, I could not wait to talk to you guys today because I feel like the world is crazy right now, especially with COVID. There's so many like conflicting things going on. Like just this week, there was like a court proceeding in Florida, and one of the federal judges actually voided Biden's mask mandate. So like all these airlines are announcing that they're relaxing the mask mandate. Also public transportation, Uber is saying that they're no longer requiring masks. It's craziness. I feel like I can't go anywhere anymore.
Yeah, it already went into effect. I know two people that took planes today, and they said none of the stewardess, nobody had it on.
That's terrible.
Wow, this is 24 hours.
I know. I think it's kind of cool because, like, we've all seen those situations. People have gotten killed trying to enforce mask policies and stuff like that. So I think it's a good thing to just be like, if you want to wear a mask, wear the mask, because I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna wear mine. But if you want to wear the mask, wear the mask. But we're not gonna try to force you to do it. I think this is helpful for the people who are working in these places because like people are crazy and dangerous or whatever. And it's just kind of like anything to protect these people, I'm for it. And if you want to protect yourself, put your mask on. If the next person don't put theirs on, that's on them.
I see that point, but this is literally people traveling all over the world. Like these are the people that are going to be spreading it. If anyone, you're traveling all over the world, you're going to different cities, different countries, sometimes a couple of them within a couple of days. Like these are the high risk people, the Uber drivers. You're around all these people, people that work at SEPTA, public transportation. These possibly would be the people that would carry it because you're moving around so much around so many different people and moving from place to place really fast. That's really what I think is like the more egregious part. Like if anyone's going to spread it, it's going to be these people. And these are the people that don't have to wear their mask. I mean, I get that it's been a struggle, but it's like, the way that our society is if you don't make something mandatory, people are not going to do it. And the reality is like K-Slay just died. Like DJ K-Slay just died from COVID complications. It's like I had COVID, it went through my body fast. I didn't have any lingering effects, but someone just died from it. You know, so it's like I can't be like, oh, well, I'm good. My immune system is good. I didn't die. I didn't go to the hospital. I kicked it in 3 days and then be like, I'm going to be out here wearing no mask. Like, okay, how about if I get this elderly lady sick? How about if I get my aunt sick? Like that's really what is terrible to me. And it's like, what kind of world are we in where we can't even wear a mask? Like something as simple. We can't even wear a mask. What you said?
I was like, you can wear it. You can and you should wear it.
People aren't wearing it. It's like people make such a big deal about a damn mask. Like I understand the vaccine, right? You're putting something in your body, okay. But it's like, what is wrong with you? It's a mask. Wear it. You wear glasses. You wear a bra. Do I want to wear a bra every day? No, but my titties are going to be on the ground if I don't wear a bra. Same thing. Like there's things that we don't want to wear. Do we want to wear underwear every day? No, like there's things that we don't want to do that we do, because this is part of society. Like it's just a mask. I don't get it.
But we live in this new society where, again, to Dexter's point, it's just like because somebody says you have to do this, there's somebody that's like, no, that's against my civil rights. I'm not doing it. Like I feel like had this been even 10 years ago, the way, let me go back a little further, 15 years ago, the way our society was, people wouldn't have as much issue. But it's only like because they can have an issue about something, they want to have an issue about something.
Yes.
So are you guys traveling or going on Ubers or taking public transportation? Like, what is your personal status on this?
Well, I'm not doing public transportation. Like, I'm definitely not doing that. Pre and post COVID. As far as traveling, yes, I do plan to take a trip this summer. I am a little nervous about it, not necessarily because of the mask, because I'm gonna wear mine regardless. Although I will say though, last summer I went to last year I went to St. Lucia, I went to Mexico, and for whatever reason, when I get on these islands, I think I'm not supposed to wear no mask. I think I'm supposed to be just doing whatever. But locally, grocery store, all that kind of stuff like that, I'm masked up. I can't not wear a mask. Like and I didn't think about the Uber thing until you said it. I don't know if the person before me had on a mask and if they were in there coughing or whatnot. So yes, in an Uber, I'm probably gonna wear 2 masks going forward.
Yeah,
but even if you mask yourself, if someone else is not masked, you could still get it. Like the probability is you can still get it.
It's just like mentally, I feel like I'm protecting myself a little bit more, despite I don't know.
You not if the person's coughing all over the air. It don't matter how many masks you got it on.
Like I obviously I have to travel. Like I have upcoming travel. I'm still wearing my mask. I went to the Sixers game yesterday. I had it on. There were definitely times I had it down, just because I was talking or drinking. But like I would remember, like, oh, it's like thousands of people here, and put it on. Like I feel like in places like that, like you said, the supermarket, I still wear it. Sometimes, running the Dunkin' Donuts, I might forget because I'm about to grab my coffee. But I don't go into like high traffic places without it because I just don't feel safe. However, I will say, when it comes to travel. And I'm not saying that I'm okay with them lifting it. Like for Thanksgiving, for example, we went to San Diego, which was 2 hours in the airport, 5.5 hours on the plane, of which I got visibly like actual sick and had to put that mask back on after that. So that felt great and tasted great. And then we had another like hour for baggage claim. And then we had to go to the rental car. It was like, I realized like at one point I was like, I can't breathe. Yeah. Because it was about like 10 hours with a mask on. But I do sneak little times on the plane and be like,
I was on the flight to Greece. I was in the air in the plane, not even counting, check-in for 10 hours. It's a 10-hour plane ride. Was it difficult? Yes, but I'm like, if I'm gonna get COVID, I'm gonna get it on this plane because you don't know where these people are, where they're coming from.
But when you be suffering from that shortness of breath, you be needing a little.
Right. I will go to the bathroom, girl, and take my mask off.
I just want to breathe.
Right.
And do you have to take the COVID test still in order, like before boarding?
I don't know what the rules are anymore.
Depends on where you're going.
Right.
So I mean, I'm, you already know what side I'm leaning toward, y'all. Mask off. You know what's going on.
In an airport, on an airline, in an Uber, on SEPTA.
What's the difference between like living life without it, being in a restaurant without it? Like, what is the difference?
You're in a compact place with a lot of people. In the restaurant, at least you're at your table away from people.
That's not a way.
It's like y'all all breathing the same air on the airport.
Yeah, just like before. It's doing nothing but living life again. You cannot be afraid to like live life again. Like you acting like this was a thing throughout our whole life. No, like we're going back to normal. I'm happy. It's more so now than later. But yeah, that's how it's supposed to be.
Garnett, the COVID numbers are going up. How are we going back to normal if COVID numbers are going up?
I can't express. We don't really know that. We don't know.
People are getting caught. I know 3 people that have gotten in the last 2 weeks.
Kate Slade just died.
I'm not going to ignore that, right? I'm not, but it's. I can't express how I was. What I will say is I was sick as heck like a week and a half ago, right? But that wasn't COVID. That wasn't
okay. So you didn't have it. So that's lucky.
Wait a minute.
Still getting COVID.
Garnett, did you take a test?
Man, don't disrespect my gangster, Mina.
Garnett, you just can't walk off the screen and
no, because I had this right here.
You come and say that you took one of those if you say to me that you took a take-home test, stop talking to me. Like I don't want to do that. And truthfully, that's the reason why COVID decreased. No, Walgreens doesn't know if you got COVID if you take a take-home test. So there's nobody reporting that information. COVID never went anywhere.
I didn't even think about that.
COVID never went nowhere. It was just contained in your house for a minute, and now we're taking the mask off, and we out here in the streets doing whatever because we think we're fine. We ain't.
I do want to say something about that test that you have, because I got that too from the U.S. government. Those tests in particular, I don't know when you got it, but I got mine when we had that cold streak, and they did put out a message that they might be faulty because they can't be in extreme cold.
So, and you may even be right, and you are proving my point with all of this stuff that is just unprovable. It's like, how are you listening to these people tell you these numbers when you are literally saying that could be faulty? Everything could be faulty.
But it is provable. You could have went and took a test somewhere.
That could be faulty though. This is what I'm saying. All so much stuff that could.
All they want, all these people want is a negative test. And when you were sick as a dog and you took that test and it was negative, did you go out or anything like that, or did you stay in the house?
No. I stayed in the house. The next day, I was scheduled to work. I tried. What'd you say?
Called out of work.
I couldn't. I can't call and be like, hey, no, But what I can do is wear my mask, bring my Lysol, and let people in the house and stay away from them. And that's what
like we were doing during COVID, and you were.
She was spreading it because he was out with his mask on.
No, right. I was being considerate because I know I was sick and I know how people feel about it, right? And my clients, they're an older couple and they wear masks no matter what, right? And I told them I'm trying to find somebody to cover me. And nobody could cover me. It's a Sunday.
They want the house. They said, "Come on, we want this house."
Right.
They said interest rates are getting high. You better come over here. It might be different tomorrow.
Exactly.
One last question for you, Garnett, and then we could go to the next one. Was it hard for you to find a mask? Because I know you haven't been wearing them all this time.
Listen, you disrespecting me, Dex.
Why is he walking off the screen to show us proof?
Usually I have everything like right here. And I actually got my mask is in my pocket of the jacket that I wore yesterday.
You have one mask.
No, I have a whole box of masks because I have that for my open houses. Come on now. Come on now.
About one mask.
All out here trying to
spraying the one mask. Well, he spraying it out.
He washed it, reused it, sprayed it down with Lysol. I sprayed it down with Lysol. This could be used again.
I got hundreds of masks because I have to. So forget y'all, man. Forget y'all.
Look, you do what you want, Garnett. You will not see me on an airline. You will not see me in an Uber. You will not see me on public transportation.
What I did, I heard one of my friends worked at the airline. So the airlines are privately owned, so they basically can do what they want, though. So if they want to have a mask mandate, that's something that they can do. Who knows if they do it, but.
See, that gets under my skin because people use that. Well, it's a private business. This is a public health crisis. Your private business, it does not matter. When people are dying, the federal government has the right to do. They could do martial law if they wanted. They have the right to do what they want in order to save people's lives. It's a public health crisis. That only applies to when everyday situation where you're like, well, this is a private business and you can't trespass. When people are dying from a virus, all of that goes out we can be zombies one day. Like, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. What I'm saying is the government has the right to do and impose certain things so we can contain a situation, a public health situation. And this private and public thing doesn't matter.
Nobody was hollering the airlines are private businesses when they was begging for their bailout money.
Right. Hello.
Yeah.
Right. That's a good point. Y'all tax money paid that.
And so, the Justice Department right now is trying to appeal that federal judge ruling to bring mask mandates back for airlines and public transportation and places like that. So we got to stay tuned.
I saw that, but why didn't y'all do that sooner? That's what I don't understand.
Also, when you say stay tuned, you mean after 1 billion people take airlines and public transportation and catch where COVID
spread like it spread the first time. Yeah.
Okay.
That they knew about it.
Terrible.
Right now, drinking this drink.
Gotta drink my drink, man. Gotta have it. It was a long day today.
He's like, I ain't trying to fight y'all over masks.
Yeah, y'all out here, y'all done ganged up on me. I'm sure I'm seeing y'all true colors.
I'd be dying for an opportunity to attack you on this every time.
Garnett, you have to be strong. Stand firm in what you believe in.
Listen,
you represent those people. That is you.
One mask. That's all I got. Yep. Reusable. What's up, Shana? What's good? Reusable.
He's had the same mask since March 2020.
Yep. 2 years was good.
That mask was on his last leg. It don't even filter no more.
Y'all killing me, man. Forget y'all.
All right, Erica Banks. I don't know if we've ever talked about that girl on this podcast. I've interviewed her. She seems like a sweet girl, but apparently she's been reaching out to Nicki Minaj trying to get a feature, and Nicki's ignoring her. So she went and said that Nicki only works with women who cannot rap. And then immediately started trending. You wanted attention, Erica? Well, you got it. Do you guys see where she's coming from? I don't. She's worked with Megan. She's worked with Doja. I believe these women can rap, but I've seen differing opinions online.
I mean,
that's funny to me, but this is funny.
Because you look like you got a lot to say.
I don't know what I think. Because I was gonna say, Mina, can you name a woman who can rap that she worked with? You said Megan and Doja Cat.
I came with the facts.
I don't disagree with it, but I do like that though. Look, if you're not gonna respond to me, I'm gonna say some stuff that's gonna get other people talking. I like that. I'm with it. Nicki better work with you. But I tell you this though, Nicki will never work with you now.
I was gonna say if you want to work with Nicki,
at that point, the window, maybe she figured the window was closed. However many attempts or whatever feedback came back, she just figured the door is closed anyway, so I was just going to say that.
The door is closed, and you can lock that door. Don't worry about it. And in fact, probably after you did that and threw all this out there, the only person that'll probably work with you at this point is Benzino. So good luck with that.
That's crazy. Don't be throwing benzene on me.
I love Benzino so much. I ain't seen nothing like it.
I thought about you because he said, imagine if me and my daughter put out a joint album.
I thought about you too when all of this stuff started coming out. I'm like, damn, I was wrong. I was super wrong.
He's clout chasing at this point.
Yeah. He's out here. Yeah, he's doing it for the gram.
But honestly, when I heard it, I was just like, wow, that's just such a hard statement to make. And to your point, Dex, I feel like then it did mess up all your other features because where you were worried about coming at Nicki, you are coming at the women she has features with, like the Megans and the Dojas. So it's like, well, now you're not going to get nothing with them. So forget about just she's not responding back. Then you have all these other women that's like, oh, because you said I can rap. And then you're going to be like, no, I mean you. I meant not you, but like the rest of them.
You should have said it. And Coi Leray like, now why am I in it?
Right.
What I have to do?
Why you hate on me? I got daddy issues. I ain't trying to worry about you, lady.
Coi Leray catches strays left and right. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Poor girl.
Yeah.
You know what though? To me, it really just sounds like you're bitter, and I don't think people are gonna want to work with you if you sound bitter and like you're hating. Like, okay, if Nicki doesn't feel like you're on a level where she wants to collaborate with you, you should take it more so as like, okay, I have a little work to do. That's like you reaching out to Jay-Z, you reaching out to Beyonce. Like, I don't like how people try to minimize Nicki. I don't like that. Let's give Nicki her crown. She's been rapping for over 10 years. She is a rap queen at this point. So for people to feel like they could just DM Nicki and it's supposed to happen,
like that's how easy it is. I will say that
Erica is in the privileged generation.
Absolutely.
Where they feel like, again, it should happen. I DM'd you 5 times. I sent you something on Twitter. My manager called you. Why it ain't happening?
Yeah, but you know what? In Erica's defense, I remember when I wanted to work in radio and I wasn't getting callbacks from them radio station. I was F this radio station, F that radio station. And then I remember they called me back and I was like, let me go delete them tweets.
I mean, is she wrong? Like, are the women that she decided to work with, like, can they rap? Like, what are y'all opinion on that?
I think Megan's pretty good.
Yeah, I think they can, but to be honest, in general, And I know Nicki, people like to play Nicki, but when you hear her really rap, I don't think many of the women out here can stand up to her level
Right.
of expertise. If I'm not talking about when she's playing cutesy and doing Barbie and entertaining. I'm talking about when Nicki want to rap like Monster, Kanye West rap, pull up in a Monster automobile guns. When she wants to rap, she like I don't see any other women out now, like younger women, like being able to go toe to toe with her with a rap.
Also, like if you're mad at Nicki in this situation, why is the insult she only works with women who can't rap? So like if I'm Nicki, I'm okay. Like I don't.
She's trying to say, like, she's trying to say that basically Nicki feels threatened, so she works with people that can't rap, and I guess she takes herself as somebody that can rap better than all these women.
And I think you should say that. Say Nicki's threatened by me because I would out rap her. Like that makes it more
too laughable.
That makes more of an insult towards Nicki though, because like what she did, it's like Nicki, you didn't insult Nicki in this. You insulted other women who have nothing to do with this situation. So it's laughable. It's stupid.
Yeah, but even if Nicki were to rap with real rappers, she would probably blow them away. I mean, how many women?
All them boys up on Monster.
Hello.
Listen, that was with Safari though, so I'm not trying to hear that. That was with Safari. Yeah.
If you want to sit here and tell me Safari wrote her, you know what?
You know what? What I don't like is when you boys try to minimize a woman's success.
Don't do that.
I don't like that.
Because
if watch now, because I said that they're gonna tear you up in the comments.
Yeah. You out here trying like roll me under the bus to the wolves. That is not true. Stop it. No, it's like a thing, right? That it's known that he helped her, right? Like that they have writing sessions.
Okay, but he can't help himself. So he didn't help her that much. I mean, if his bars were if he was that prolific as a rapper, his rap career would have taken off.
There are plenty of writers in this game that for some odd reason their gift is to be able to put words together for somebody else.
Garnett, just because you change one word doesn't mean that you created the bar.
But what if he did create the bar? He wasn't in
I don't think he created the bar.
Well, how come y'all don't be saying that about Beyonce?
I think he changed words here and there, and that was it.
Writing assistants, all of these people.
No, Beyonce don't be having writing assistants. Beyonce be having
writers, and then she says, "This is my song now. I'm gonna put you fifth in the credits."
Yeah,
she's writer.
She's a proven writer. My bad. Go ahead, Shana.
I think she's also not a rapper.
Right. So she gets full credit for it, but she's a proven writer for her R&B music early on. If I'm not,
and I'm not the biggest Nicki Minaj fan, but you ain't gonna sit here and say that he is the reason that she had so much success and is a great rapper. He could have assisted her. Nobody's denying that, but you ain't gonna take away from who and what she's done and who she is.
And I'm not. What I'm also going to say is he was around for these things and don't act like he wasn't afterwards.
Okay, well,
so was Meek Mill. Are you going to say Meek Mill wrote her raps too?
So when did she have these bigger records? Was it with Meek Mill or was it when this guy was around?
Let me ask you this. If Safari was so good at making Nicki Minaj the megastar that she is, one, why ain't he a megastar? And two, why he ain't doing it again to somebody else?
I agree with Garnett on that. There are some people who are prolific writers in this game, and when they try to step out on their own, they just don't.
Well, why he ain't doing what nobody else did? So you mean to tell me this man wrote all these massive hits for Nicki Minaj? He was so great at writing this stuff for Nicki Minaj. Not only could he not do it for himself, but he decided not to do it for no other person.
Because Safari is so caught in Safari at this point.
And I'll stop you right there. Half the battle of all of this is who's more likable, who's corny, that is half the battle of being a superstar. Like the reason why some people's superstar light diminishes because we found out that we don't even like this person. That's what it is. And from what like him being on TV, half of the people don't like his personality, how he carries himself. You don't even want to hear his music if it was good anyway. You don't.
I liked him until I saw the Erica Mena thing play out.
Yeah, but you liked him when I saw certain stuff come out.
I about to say there's certain other things that I saw about him that I would prefer not to see, and I ain't like him since.
Like the biker shorts he had on the other day.
Well, when I saw him, he wasn't wearing biker shorts.
I know. I seen him. He wasn't wearing biker shorts. But when he had the shorts on the other day, I was like, did he know he wrong? Like, you want attention with this picture right here. We ain't gonna make this about Safari because it's not about him.
Right.
It's about Nikki and Erica Banks. And Erica, now your rap career over. So who you gonna go get a feature with?
Nelly.
Safari?
Wait, Nikki. She said Safari. Wait, Nikki said on Twitter, 2 things to do for the rest of 2022, and she made it a poll, right? And here are her 4 options in the poll. Keep my, option 1. Mother effing name, option 2. Out your mother effing mouth, option 3. I'ma show you though, option 4.
How about get that vaccination, option 5.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
That's okay.
Listen, and we're not gonna come for this woman right
This one left.
Let's
move
You know
on.
what? I'm not liking Nicki Minaj, but for some reason, when Mina praises Nicki Minaj, I always feel the need to. I don't know why. I don't know. Sorry, Nikki.
I don't know. I think I admire her skill, and I don't know her personally. I've only met her once, and I've been in the room with her once, and then met her once. She's not like the warmest, fuzziest, inviting person, but I think you have to have a certain level of respect for a woman that has managed to do what she's managed to do in a very male-dominated career. As a Black woman who wasn't even born here, she was born in Trinidad, so she's an immigrant woman, and I admire that. So it doesn't matter what Nikki does. I know sometimes she could be petty. I just admire that about her.
Why you say she's an immigrant? I don't know why that's so funny to me.
She was born in Trinidad. She's an immigrant, no?
No, but it's just funny that you said it.
Why?
I don't know. 420 is tomorrow. I don't know. I guess I started early.
Isn't she an immigrant? She said she was born in Trinidad, no?
No, but I don't know why it was so funny to me.
So was Rihanna. Wasn't Rihanna born in Barbados?
Yeah.
Don't we admire these women who came from other countries to literally build empires?
I guess y'all do. I don't know. I don't know. Yes.
She was born in Trinidad, but she was raised here.
But still, you were born in a different country.
I'm just saying, but
you've seen literal poverty. Like in these countries, like there's literal poverty there.
Her parents definitely escaped poverty to come here.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like that. It's not like they grew up in a middle class American home. I mean, we're talking about first generation. Families came, maybe they didn't come from poverty, maybe they were well off in their country, right, but they were in a country that isn't doing as well as the United States.
Fair,
so anyways, speaking of Rihanna and ASAP Rocky are reportedly in Barbados after this big scandal that I knew was fake, because I'm like, there's no way ASAP Rocky is dropping the ball on Rihanna and cheating. Like, there's no way. There's no way. Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce, but he was Jay-Z. Like, ASAP Rocky, and I love ASAP Rocky, but he's not gonna mess that up. He's just not.
No, and seriously, like, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, there's no way this is real. Like, he wouldn't do that to her. And then I saw reports that they were in Barbados, looking for a house. And I'm like, obviously they had to go to Barbados to look for the house together. And I didn't know, but apparently there's paparazzi in Barbados. They caught pictures of them. I guess I don't know who would have tipped them off. And obviously there's no real estate agents in Barbados because they had to go look, themselves. I mean,
Garnett's gonna go down there and help Rihanna with her house.
I mean, it's
you didn't see the one girl who took the picture? She literally took the picture at the airport and said, Auntie Riri, please don't sue me because I don't have no money.
How crazy is all of that? I mean, look, I'd be a conspiracy theorist and stuff like that, but I just want to say that this man didn't cheat on her. It's kind of interesting, though, that this story comes out. We're now saying this ain't true because the other woman said it wasn't true. Rihanna didn't say nothing. ASAP didn't say nothing. We just happened to see them shopping in Barbados with houses. Hopefully, the house has a chimney.
Do you think the other woman would have been? Because I didn't think it was true for various reasons. ASAP Rocky doing it, but then when I saw the woman work for 50 Shoes, I was like, What you're not gonna do is mess up your paycheck.
Right.
Your paycheck and sleep with your boss's man. That's what's not happening.
That's what
I knew it wasn't real.
That's a way bigger paycheck. What are you talking about? She's not getting paid like that. She's trying to get ASAP Rocky.
She's a fancy shoe designer.
Oh,
popping these stores up all over the place. Fenty got 50,000 things. She's not messing up her pay. She's the head designer. She ain't messing that paycheck up.
Not even that. Who's gonna hire the woman the home wrecker that broke up Rihanna's relationship? Right. No one's hiring you.
Yes, they are.
Believe me,
hiring her.
That paycheck is messed up though, because if I am Rihanna, I don't even want you to be rumored to be sleeping with my man. You're out of here. You can't work here no more. You can't even be rumored to be sleeping with mine. It's over for you, baby. It's over.
Well, wouldn't that make it so if you got her out of here, right? Wouldn't that kind of make it seem like to the public that it's true?
Oh, I don't care what the public thinks. You can't be around my man. Like, you can't be around him.
Yeah, no. And keep this rumor going, right? I see where you're going with this.
Let's not keep this rumor.
Because it is like this had to. Somebody saw them in the showroom and thought they were too close and started this rumor. Because they didn't start this rumor with nobody else. It wasn't like they were like, ASAP Rocky is messing with Shana from Philadelphia. You know what I mean? Like, all the people it could have been. Yep. All the people that work for Fenty, it just had to be this one lady.
Yeah, it's over for
people nosy, and they probably saw something that wasn't what it was and just assumed.
Yeah, I don't think ASAP Rocky would have Eric Benet himself this early. Not this early. It's still fresh. It's new. They on top of the world. If you do this, you're a blithering idiot. And I don't think he's that. I think he's very smart. I mean, Rihanna is one of the most powerful, beautiful women in, her realm within the music industry.
And richest.
And on top of all of that, like the idea of anybody cheating on a pregnant woman is just garbage.
Yeah. I mean, I just know also if he did decide to do that, it would be repercussions. Like she's not gonna let that fly.
Yeah, the Barbadian goons are gonna come out. Right. The Bayesian goons.
Black guy, like we wouldn't know. It would be a thing, right? So that's not something I advocate for, but I feel it'll probably be a thing. But yeah, I mean, this is it's fluff.
I had read that she wanted to get married in Barbados. So imagine if they're getting married.
That makes sense.
And I wonder if that lady will be at the wedding.
She will be at the wedding. Because didn't it start over them saying that like she went through his phone? If she knows she clearly didn't go through his phone, like that stops the rumor right there. There's no reason to hit this girl.
But what if the rumor's not true and she did go through the phone? She's like, damn, I don't know what I saw.
How do people know she went through his phone?
Exactly. That's how you know it's
different. The rumor I heard was that they had ASAP had slept with her actually before him and Rihanna were exclusive, which still is kind of messy. I don't want to work for me either. But that's what I'm saying. There was so many rumors around that. I just was like, yeah.
That may even be true. Like he was out here doing his thing.
You're uninvited. You're not. Yeah, you're uninvited. And she was wearing her shoes. I'm not wearing your shoes no more.
She got gum.
Her work may be too good.
Nope, I'm not wearing your shoes no more.
Y'all laughing, kiki, and I'm like, what y'all laughing about? Old time, good time?
You can't even hang around us anymore. I'm not giving paparazzi no room to take no pictures.
I don't care if it was 10 years before me and him lived together. I will help you get a recommendation with Jessica Simpson shoes, but you're not going to.
How you go from Rihanna shoes to Jessica? You gonna send her to J-Lo to design?
Somebody, she ain't gonna work here.
But you know what though? Well, if this is not true, if this is true, what goes around comes around, because when Rihanna was up and coming, people were saying that she was messing with Jay-Z. Remember that when people were throwing that rumor out that she was messing with Jay-Z? So if you did that, we don't know if it's true or not, but if you did that, the only revenge that comes your way is for your man to cheat on you while you're pregnant and y'all planning the wedding. So like,
no
karma. How come y'all believe in karma when y'all
First of all, Rihanna's a lot.
Number one, we don't know that she even did that.
I said allegedly. If she did it, then she knows
Rihanna's
this
a
is
lot
a
younger than Beyonce, and Beyonce, as it is, was statutory rape because she's like 20 years younger than him. So I don't think he's going that young.
Wow. This was doing a good girl going bad.
She was of age when the rumors. Yeah. I mean, she was young, but I don't know.
I don't know. We don't know, but he probably met her before. I don't know if he waited. Yeah. You know, I don't know how that goes. I don't know. But all I know is there's a big age gap between Beyonce and Jay-Z. And Rihanna is a lot younger than Beyonce. I just don't see that happening, you know? That would be.
Well, I mean, it is a thing for younger women. So.
You're giving men a lot of credit here. I'm not saying all men, but
it's giving a Diddy. Remember who was Diddy sing? What was it? Young Miami?
Yeah, he is seeing Young Miami.
How old is Young Miami though?
He's 25, I think.
He's
50.
So Lori Harvey too. She was young too when they
That's
were together.
Who it was. Lori Harvey. It wasn't Young Miami.
We gotta realize what the world is, and we gotta take it for what it is on the man's side and a woman's side. When you are that wealthy and powerful, why would you want a woman your age?
But why would you want someone that's 21?
They may not want anybody that's necessarily 21, but if she's young, they want young.
You want to feel 21?
You don't want to be 55 with a 48-year-old, not to even say
are you like that? Like, are you like that?
I'm not old and rich. I'm not old and rich. I'm not old and rich.
But if you're saying it's a mindset, the mindset is the mindset.
So we see this. This is why these cities get so much money and so much allure. If you go to Atlantic City, if you go to somewhere like Vegas, what do you think is going on? It's the real people with money that's going out there spending money on the women that are 23, 24, 25 years old.
Yeah, but you can't come up some like 28, 29.
That's probably fine with them too. But 28, 29-year-olds probably aren't doing that. It's just the atmosphere for what it is.
It's like she's making TikToks in her mom's bedroom. What is wrong with you? You're 50 years old. She's over here doing the new edition dance in her mom's bedroom.
I think it's male ego, and it does make them feel like young and desirable when they have these very young, just legal girls that want them. But half of the time, the girls want you because you got money. Let's just call spade a spade.
That's right.
That's daddy age.
That is 80% of it, right? No matter what, that old man could be attractive. That's 80% of it, but that's what the money is for at that point to them. Where it's a tool. We talked about this in another episode. It's more so a tool for what it is, and if this is what you're attracted to, if this is the tool that you're willing to look at and bypass my age, because you have a choice too. You have a choice to look at me and look at me like I'm 55.
You're right too, and I think I missed my calling. I really should have stayed in the gym instead of staying in college, and I would have been like in shape or whatever. And all these old rich women who was getting bypassed by these old rich men, they would have been looking for a little boy toy, and I would have been just that.
That's what they want, Dex.
Let me tell you, if you need to bag someone with your money, that's pathetic. Like if you didn't have this money, these women would not be interested in you. So what shouldn't that make you feel like a little man? Like literally, you're the only reason you even can get the attention of a 21, 22-year-old when you're 50 is because you're flashing money. That's pathetic.
Well, let's get it real. It's not only men with money that do this. It's these everyday men.
It be the broke ones too.
Men, like, I could be your
They definitely be at the high school.
They
definitely be at the high schools for sure.
You are 57.
For sure.
And then like, be at the high school. What's wrong with that? You are like a mature man, so let's just also keep it real that some men just want to feel alive with a younger woman.
You can do that. She could be 28. You can feel alive.
Yeah,
if she's still making TikTok videos every week, she too young.
Well, and not to be nasty, that's some of them want them because they're super impressionable, and you know, because I will be like, you ain't doing that to me. Where the 20-year-old will be like, what is it? Oh, it sounds fine.
We should do this.
Like, you can go take that over there, okay?
That should be our next episode. What's off limits in the bedroom, and starting with Shana.
Dana, you need to live a little bit. You need to be like, okay, let's try it.
I don't know what it is, but I'm just saying you'll have 20-year-olds. I've been in female circles with, some of my younger friends, and when they say stuff like off the bat they do it, I'm like, oh, I probably wouldn't even have admitted it, let alone tried it. But again, that younger fire is like, oh, y'all need with this? I'm like, no.
No,
I tried it yesterday. I'm 40.
Dana, you're not eating the booty like groceries.
Ew. You out here eating man booty? What is going on?
You didn't say no.
Eating man booty? Yeah, that was like a little awkward pause, wasn't it?
Anyway, back to Diddy and Carisha.
Well, transitioning into our topic, which is perfect, is faking sexual pleasure. I don't know what's going on with the world, but there's a lot of women saying they faking it out here. And it's not even like women who are single and we don't know who they talking about. It's Jada Pinkett Smith, and we know she talking about Will Smith. It's DJ Envy's wife, and we know she's talking about Envy. So it's like people are out here saying that they're faking like being pleased. So I wanted to talk about that. Have you guys ever faked it? I feel like it's more of a woman thing than a man thing.
That's where you got to stop yourself. I feel like we know that it's more of a woman thing because women say this out loud, but there have been plenty of dry cats that I've been in that I'm like, oh my God, I'm done.
Salute, Dex. Salute.
I mean, like, y'all think that y'all are those girls, but y'all really don't be. And y'all be like, it'd be kind of like, okay, look, I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to get in there somewhere. And we fake it. Men actually probably 9 times out of 10 fake it more than women do. Like sometimes girls be like, I can give you head and I can make you come from, I can make you ejaculate from it. And y'all can't. And we just be like, oh, yeah, you did it. Oh my God, please, the best I ever had. Move, y'all not that good. Often we have to do that. Not me now in my married life, but in the past, that's been my experience of faking it to get it over with. Because y'all can go all night long, but it don't be entertaining or pleasurable for us. So we have to fake it too.
Dry cat.
Too many dry cats.
Wait, that's the title of our episode. I done been in some dry cat.
I like that.
Oh, I'm done now.
Garnett, your experience?
Yeah, no, Dex hit the nail right on the head. Sometimes this is not what it's cracked up to be. And, you putting in all the work, and at the end of the day, it's like, well, I'm just tired. I'm going to tap out. So I'm not as rude as like faking so much. I've done it like once or twice. But like,
how do you fake it though? Do you fake that you're like ejaculating?
Oh, you're enjoying it.
Yeah, exactly.
That you're like, oh, you do the leg shake and everything.
Yeah, exactly. You get your best porn acting on. We make it happen. Well, in the moments that I've done it, it's like, all right, cool. I'm out of here.
You make the noises too.
I'm out of here. Yeah, I'm good off that. But
you just want to be like, I'm done.
But what I was right, it's more so to just like kind of be done. But the one thing that men can do that women, I don't know if y'all can do it or not, but it seems less likely. Like we can control, like we can still get off. So like even if I don't like it, like I know what to do in order for me to get off. I'm not sure how much control you guys have to be able to do it. But I do, this isn't like a new phenomenon. This has been written about that women, a certain amount of percentage has never had an orgasm.
No, right. I get it, but I'm just like, these women are literally putting their men out on Front Street. It's not like, it's like the guy I'm currently with doesn't satisfy me. Like, damn, you just gonna throw him under the bus like that.
Well, what I will speak toward that is that like, I don't think they say that they never satisfy them because they most likely they won't be with them. And if they was with them, then they probably would have never said it. It's more so that, they went through things within their relationship. And a lot has to do with, at a certain point, are you attracted to this person? Is this person treating you a certain way in order for you to like really be engaged? Or is it just an action to like try to get off? And a lot of times with women, you can't have just an action to try to get off. You got to seduce them. But if your husband is coming home and it's just a thing and you're just a girl and y'all didn't have a night out or, whatever the case may be, yeah, like I can believe, DJ Envy's wife where, he went through some transgressions where, he was, out there for allegedly cheating and things like that.
Allegedly.
So I'm just saying. So like, do you think that when she looks at him, he's attractive for however many long, like she probably didn't like that man or she loved him, but she probably didn't like that man for years and still was doing what they was doing because she loved him. But she would she's probably regretting it the whole time as they're doing it. So how can you be aroused by something like that, right? So I completely understand that. Same thing with Will and Jada. Like they talk about how, it was just it's a battle. It's hard. She she didn't want to get married. He's, messing with other girls. She's messing with it's at a certain point, I'm just no longer attracted to this person. Yes, it once was good and I didn't have to fake it at one point, right? But we're at a point where we need to spice things up. We got to get super freaky, bring somebody in the bedroom. We got to, put a thumb in the butt. We got to do something to spice this thing up, but that's how I
think you got a good point with that, because I think that men and women can become lazy lovers in relationships. So, you can get to the point, and whether it's the man not really truly being honest about the woman maybe not fulfilling his needs, and he like, but I just need to get this, this thing off. And then she feels like, okay, what was that? Like, so there could be this thing too in relationships where your person starts not to satisfy you because on both sides, it's just like lazy love and lazy sex. But there are situations where women are never satisfied, but they think, this is a great guy. I can see a future with him. Can I forgo this? Because this is the one area where for whatever reason, we don't mesh. Yeah. I mean, and I'm not trying to put myself out there because I have had times where I'm like, this can't be enjoyable for you because it's not enjoyable for me. I am like thinking about, okay, so am I going to go, is KFC still open? Or no, oh, he's still working. Okay. So it's, there are times when right off of the bat. And I've had like guy friends to be like, maybe it was, sometimes that first time I'm like, I'm not coming back for seconds. I'm sorry. This is when your first impression counts. So yes, you're right. Maybe he was overly excited. Maybe this, maybe that. But what I'm not going to go back and follow back up for is this. Because I did that one time. I did that. And again, it was a guy who I really liked. And he wanted all the things I wanted to check all these boxes, but he was not satisfying me. And I really think that that's why we really ended, because I'm like, I can't be satisfying him. Because
did you tell him? Like,
good to me.
Did you tell him? Like, because girls, I feel like people always say, like, women always say,
okay, like, in his case, it wouldn't have been nothing he could have done. So, but to your point, Garnett, and I'm being too TMI here.
Talk to me.
You can find, but what I had to start doing was find ways for me to get what I wanted too. Like, you're not just gonna get what you need. So even though it wasn't fully satisfying, I was finding ways to get to where I needed to go by doing certain things.
Yeah, but I feel like from the beginning there's no sexual chemistry, it's kind of hard to like find it, The thing
is, it was like we were like attracted to each other and very affectionate.
Yeah, but it's one thing to be physically attracted and it's another thing to be sexually compatible.
Yeah, we were like, how they be like, the one is the mother end, and we was two mother ends. It was never going to fit. It was, and honestly, I had a guy friend tell me like, why would you settle? He was like, you're going to one day cheat with him because you're not like, it's not happening from the beginning.
Now, let me ask you about this guy friend. Are y'all still friends now?
Yeah.
Does he want you?
I talked to him about everything. He told me. He did go to the game with me last night. And I was like, can you back up? I was like, hey, I was looking. I was like, you all on my bed. Bye.
Look, I be knowing.
The game, trying to see what his number is.
I be knowing. Date night.
Okay, so everyone has faked it, but would you say it in public about your current partner?
I'm
Oh,
not that rich
hell
yet.
no.
I'm not that rich. I'm not gonna be.
No, it's not even rich. That's to me, it's just like a
That's
respect thing. That's
for
your
sure.
part. That's
Even
your
if you're
mate or
being
whatever.
honest, like people be like, "Oh, we're just being open and
No, we're
honest
not even
about
talking about our sex
relationships."
life with a dude.
No, they're so like I, I actually saw that earlier today, and I forget who I was talking to. I was with somebody, and they were like, "Yo, like they are," or no, I saw it on Twitter, and one of my friends retweeted and was like, "Yo, they're crazy for doing this. Like, how can he even sit next to her as talk about DJ Envy and his wife? Actually, she says this, but look at the healthy conversation that we're actually having, right? So, like, somebody has to say it. It won't be me, but there are things to learn from it. To be honest, and going back to even what Shana said, it's like, yo, we get put in certain situations where it's like, yeah, just we got mad chemistry, but this isn't like important. So that also lets you know when you're picking a partner, that sex is important as much as we don't want to, have that be like one of the most important things. It's like, no, you physically have to be there. Like, even if it's just for that, it may last 5 years until something happens. And then now you're at the same point that they're at because you didn't live life. You didn't eat this cookie 30 years in a row. It's going to start tasting the same. You need a new cookie.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I think the thing is these two particular relationships we're talking about, they've been together for so long. So like I agree with you. After a certain time, things change. You're bored. It's normal, and it's healthy to have these conversations. But the conversation should be between you and your partner.
Absolutely.
I find it odd that they're like putting it out there in the name of, oh, we're trying to help other people or we're trying to be open about our relationship. But it's like in the meantime, you're embarrassing your partner that you're currently with. So like how healthy can that be for your relationship that people are now making fun of your partner because you're saying he's not putting it down in the bed? I can't imagine that's productive.
I mean, but
that's for the counselor. Y'all supposed to talk about that.
Right, that's a private conversation that you have with a counselor. And I understand if you're like having a general conversation, right? Like, oh, I've been with partners that haven't satisfied me, whatever. These women are saying, no, Will Smith has not satisfied me.
Exactly.
DJ Envy has not satisfied me. Like, isn't that a violation of your partnership with this person?
It is.
From what it seems like, though, it seems like they already went to the actual, couples therapy and actually did that. They've had counseling. That's why a DJ Emmy can sit there and like kind of chuckle at it and not be like irate. That's not the first time he heard this. Not the first time he had this conversation. Also, he doesn't have any leverage because he did her wrong back in the day. At the end of the day, it's like no matter what, this is her kind of turn of like, I'm not gonna say get even, but she has a leg to stand on within this marriage, and you have to deal with that. And y'all do have a platform that y'all decided to create together, and this is something that is coming out. And what does help, right? Like, how can Will and Jada, be so up here and they're talking about things, you can talk about that too. So that's how I'm kind of viewing it. And yeah, it's definitely taboo, but someone has to do it in a sense if they can help out other people and let them know, hey, go ahead, Dex.
I don't disagree with that, but I just think when you're married, there's just a certain level of respect that you should have for your partner. And I don't care who you think you're helping out. Talking about your public sexual business as a married person is, to me and to my therapist, is very disrespectful. And like my guy tells me, you don't even talk about this stuff with your family, with your friends. The only person that you talk about married business with is your partner. I don't care how big your platform is. Like, you don't get on a podcast and talk about your sexual experience or your fights or whatever with your husband or your wife. It's trash and it's disrespectful. And honestly, they're doing this stuff for attention. And it's not, you're not trying to help nobody. You're trying to get attention off of it.
Well, this is something that they agreed upon though. It's not like one did it without the other.
I'm not saying that one person's right. They both wrong.
I think Jada just spilled the beans.
I mean,
that was a conversation.
Jada don't care.
I don't think Jada spoke to Will about that one.
And going back to what we were saying, it's not like, you know, it's speaking on real things. Like, it's many of women that have never even had an orgasm, let alone had to fake one. And, you know, she never said that he never did it. She never said, hey.
She said for 10 years he didn't do it. She did say that.
Yeah, but they were together for how long?
But I'm saying, to say for 10 years he didn't do that, and so to your point, she could have told him sometime along the way in that 10 years, they could have went to a little nasty, little kinky class.
You think she did it?
Did something? No, because he said he didn't know. She said it in an argument. Because again, they telling all their business. So I think that's the difference, is you're not only telling us, it's the manner and how you told us, is that this wasn't something he was aware of, and you like blurted it out in the argument, and now y'all talking about the argument, and he's saying how he didn't know. Like, that's like a lie to tell everybody.
Do you remember when people were making fun of Steph Curry saying, "Go tell your wife she's beautiful"?
Yes.
What was it that she said? Did she say he doesn't call her beautiful? What was the?
It wasn't that. She just basically, she saw the attention that he got, the girls at the games. Like, he's one of the best NBA players right now, and like of all time. Like, he's in there, and he gets a lot of attention. And she's a very beautiful woman that does things, and she doesn't garner the same attention because they respect the fact that she's married. He still gets it because it just is what it is. They don't give a damn about his marriage. So
the reason why I brought that up is because I thought about that, because I'm like, then everybody was making jokes telling him, "Oh, go tell your wife she's beautiful." Like, you become the butt of a joke when someone overshares or says certain things, you know. And obviously that's like a smaller example of saying that my man doesn't satisfy me, you know, sexually. But when you're open, it's refreshing, and you might be helping someone, but you also might be putting your relationship in danger as well, you know, because you open your partner up to be a joke.
Right.
Or for more women to come along, like, well, you can give me a
right.
You know,
you open yourself up too, because there's plenty of guys that are gonna slide into your DMs. Well, I can work it for you, and they send you those dingling pictures. You're gonna be upset.
And Garnett locked off.
He upset.
send one now. He just locked right off. He has to send one now.
He said, I want no parts of the.
Let me send Gia one.
He said, I want no parts of the dingling picture.
I just would not, even like I sat here and I talked about past things. I think for people who didn't mean, that's mean. I don't want to say it didn't mean that much to me, but you know what I mean? If it's not my present or my future, like, it doesn't matter to me. Again, I would never say their names or anything that would even be, because even that, like, you care about I would care about that person's reputation. Like, so I can't imagine, like, being like, yeah, like, I mean, for 7 years, he wasn't doing nothing. I was just laying there faking a child.
You ain't superhead girl.
But so, like, I agree with you. If I was your partner, like, I would respect you not putting that out there, right? But when you look at it objectively, like, if you read in between the lines, you didn't actually demean me. That's looking at our chemistry for what it is. Like, you didn't say I'm running around here with a 1-inch penis. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I assume.
Things, but you can't assume that when there's so many women out here.
You didn't say it.
That never happened. It's never happened.
First of all, size doesn't equate to pleasure.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
When Shayna said that boy was in there, he know what he was doing immediately.
Well, that didn't matter. But I'm saying there's some nice sized people that still might not make you. They don't still know how to work what they got, their equipment, in a way that makes you and every woman is different.
You can have a little crippled one and it does the work. If it's little and crippled and it does the work, it's not always the size. Okay?
It's definitely not always the size.
Right, you have the little one with the cripple at the end.
Listen, that's all you need. Not always the size.
That little bend.
You just gotta know how to work it. It's just like twerking. Like, you know how some people be having these real big butts, and then sometimes these girls have these little butts, but the little butt girls might be
Lorraine.
big butt girls.
Coil Ray be having that thing moving.
Coil Ray, yes. Why can't I do that? Because I don't have much, but she's smaller than me, and she be working it. So it's the same kind of thing. It's not really the size; it's do you know how to work it?
Right. On that note, thank y'all for a very spirited conversation. Everything from masking to crippled penises.
This has been my favorite episode by far.
We are responsible adults, yet ratchet, immature people at the same time.
The gang's here. That's why we all back. We back.
No. Everybody brings a little flavor of something. So
yeah, and y'all just like to gang up on me. That's all.
No, we don't.
I like to gang up on me, throw me under the bus. Dex is spearheading it.
I don't know what.
Yeah, you out here, man. You just like y'all like jumping me, man. That's
no, cool. Your point of view is important because someone has your point of view.
Likewise.
Most of the people in Kentucky have your point of view.
Not Kentucky.
Yeah, we were Garnett. We ain't wearing no masks.
Right, Garnett.
I didn't come in early, but I will say this. Ladies, y'all killing it. Be honest with me. Mina, God damn. Grease treated you well, Mina. Shana, these Sixers games got you glowing. 2-0? This is how you come back off of being 2-0 going to Toronto? Oh man, y'all looking fabulous.
Listen, Shana got new hair, new nails, and new lip color.
Listen, I am a sucker for red lipstick. So you are, yep.
You better stop flirting. You know, Shana's man was at the game yesterday.
Yeah, he was at the game. Let me stop.
Garnett wants to give you
his brother-in-law.
Garnett wants to give you his crippled penis.
First of all, why would you just assume that and say that out loud? Wrong. Wrong. All right.
Wait, Garnett, women want crippled penises. This is a good thing.
No, it ain't nothing crippled about this. You understand?
Fully Garnett got this job. Look how he got a watch on, y'all. Look at him showing his watch. He's grown all the way up. Listen. He's wearing these collar shirts. Our little collarless shirts. He coming in with collar.
Look, I ain't seen Garnett in the t-shirt since he started selling houses.
Let's go, Dex. You know the job, Dex. Yes, you're right. No more white tees, Dex. No more.
We like it.
We gotta elevate, Dex.
Garnett done grew up right before our pod.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right before our pod is hilarious.
All right, that's the 200. I don't even know what episode this is. What episode is this? 218th episode of the Mina's House podcast. I'm Mina SayWhat.
I'm Shana B.
Garnett Briscoe.
Stuckey.
Talk to you guys next week. Bye. On my birthday.